Hello, hello. How you guys doing? I am actually in my car. I was stopped at a light. I think I am probably gonna pull over, but we'll see how this goes. Haven't had to do a live in the car ever. So there's a first time for everything. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. I can't see who you are, but I appreciate you tuning in. So while I'm driving, I'm not going to try to read any messages or anything like that, but I do want to just let you guys know that it is cold outside today. I feel like it's fall outside today. I don't know what it is. It's like 50 degrees. I do have my jacket in the car, but I just didn't want to have it on right now. I hope you guys can hear me really well. Headed home from the nail shop. Got my nails done today. And if you're not aware, CNE is today, Christian Networking Entrepreneurs. I would love for you guys to come out and join us tonight at the Christian Networking Entrepreneurs. We're going to have a fabulous time. I just want to talk to you guys about the RUNNIN Things, the resilient spirit of a leader. Today is week 26. And week 26, we're talking about love. Let me see if I can make sure I'm here. I hope I'm here. I'm going to just keep on talking. Hey, Pastor Sherry, there you are. Thanks for tuning in. I wasn't sure if anybody was on with me. I sent you your books, so you should have them. For you all that don't know, I am Teresa S. McCurry, the senior pastor of New Beginnings Ministries, and I'm also the CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Super T Inspires. And what Super T Inspires does, we offer holistic solutions for ministry leaders, for self-care and kingdom development. The ministry leader, I offer ministry leadership coaching for leaders that are in the ministry that need some help navigating through the process. Because I know when I first started off as a leader, I just wasn't sure what to do. But you didn't want to mirror or copycat anybody else. You want to be your own authentic self. And then next, I also still offer self-care. I still do hair services. I still do makeup applications. Occasionally, I don't do it as much as I used to. And then lastly, I offer kingdom development courses. I come alongside you and help you navigate what it is that God has for you to do. So that's the kingdom development. And today we're talking about week 26. Week 26 title is love. And I put love in there because we as the body of Christ, we always need to be operating in a spirit of love. And as we're operating in a spirit of love, it looks different for different people most of the time. But I do let people know that love is not a feeling. Love is a decision. I decide to love you, because love is an action word. Love is something that you do. You love individuals. And as a leader, you have to make up your mind that I'm going to love these people through their difficult times, through their trials and tribulations, through whatever it is that they might be going through. I am going to love them through the process. And I'm at a red light. So love and abide, faith, hope, and love. These three. But the greatest of these are love. That's in 1 Corinthians 13:13. That's the love chapter. But today I just want to talk about how do we love individuals in our ministries, in our businesses, and in our organization. And you want to be intentional about showing people love. So I thought about it. I said, first you want to give them your full attention. Have you ever been somewhere talking to somebody and they're looking all around doing everything else except for looking at you? So what you want to do when you are dealing with people as a leader, you want to show them your full attention. You want to put the phone down. You want to not be looking at your messages and not be looking at texts and looking all around. I think I told y'all this before. One time me and my husband was in a restaurant. And while we were in the restaurant, everybody around at the other tables was on their phones. Nobody was paying attention to the person that they were with. They were all on their phones, talking to other people and not paying attention. So when you are operating in love and when you want to show love to individuals, the one thing that you want to do is give them your undivided attention. The next thing you want to do is sort of kind of anticipate their needs. Think about what is it that they may be needing. I'm just going to pull over so I can do this live. You want to anticipate their needs. You want to think about what is it that they may need? What is it that this person may need from me? And how do I anticipate their needs? I anticipate their needs by watching their body language. I anticipate their needs by seeing if there's something missing that I can provide for them. So when I am thinking about anticipating someone's need, I'm observing their body language. I ask them sometimes, is there I can help for you? Sometimes you can just listen. Sometimes I don't want an answer. I don't want your 2 cents. I don't want you to try to fix this situation for me. I just need you to listen. And if that's the case, just be a listening ear. And then if there's something that you want to add, be like, okay, can I help you with that? Can I give you a solution to that? Other times they just need a sounding board. So sometimes you just want to be that sounding board and just be listening. And that's showing someone love. Another thing you want to do is know that individual's love language. When it comes to love languages, that's not just for a husband and wife. It's for any relationship that you find yourself in. So if you find yourself in a relationship, it's important for you to know and or ask that person what is their love language. For you all that are watching that don't know, it's this book called The 5 Love Language. And The 5 Love Languages is a book from Stephen Covey. Nope, it's a book from Gary Chapman. So in this book, he talks about the different love languages that people have. So I'm going to give you all 5 of them. The first love language is words of affirmation. The next one is quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving of gifts. So when we think about it, words of affirmation, so what he says in the book is people don't feel loved unless they're being fed their love language. So it's like a gas tank. My husband has a high octane car. He has a luxury car. So the luxury car, you can't put regular gas in it. You have to put high octane gas in it. Just like a diesel truck. A diesel truck don't take regular gas. It takes diesel gas. So when you want to feel love from somebody, they need to be filling you up with the love that fills up your love tank, right? So if words of affirmation is the way that you feel love, then they need to give you compliments. They need to say nice things about you. They need to fill you up with the love that you're looking for. Hey, Annette, thanks for joining. And if quality time is your love language, that means that you need to be spending quality time with that person, whether it's going to the movies, whether it's sitting at home, whether it's going to the park for a walk with them. My love language is quality time. And my husband always tries to spend quality time with me. We go for a walk on Wednesdays. We do quality things together. So I would say my first one is acts of service. And then my second love language is quality time. The next one is physical touch. Some people like for you to touch them. They like for you to caress them. They like to hold hands. That is a form of a love language for somebody that needs that. The next one is, I told you about acts of service. And then the last one is receiving gifts. Some people feel love when you buy them things. They feel love that way. Gifts is cool, but I prefer acts of service. If you wash the dishes for me, if you clean up, if you do something for me, that is an act of service, and that is speaking my love language. And basically, we talked about giving somebody eye contact when you are engaging with them, to look at them, look them in their eye, pay attention to what they're saying. Don't anticipate what you're going to say. Listen to what they're saying and then give a response. And you know what? A wonderful way to show love is give somebody a hug. In the Christian community, we hug people all the time. I know in the workplace that's kind of frowned upon, and now you just can't even touch people. And I think that is so sad, because people need a physical touch. Do you know that studies have shown that children who have physical touch, hugs, and loved on, they grow better? They are more engaging and more active. Because why? Because they are receiving physical touches. So that is important. But when we think about love and not an emotion, love is not an emotion. Love is an action. Love is a choice. I choose to love you. And if you take the emotions out of the way, then you can really love somebody fully the way that they need to be loved. So a lot of times when you read Webster's dictionary, I think the definition of love is a strong physical emotion. But when you go back to the biblical principles of it, and it tells us to love God with all our heart, all our mind, and all our soul, it's not emotional. It's not emotional at all. It's a choice. I choose to love God with all my heart, all my mind, and all my soul. And love your neighbor as yourself. That's a choice. You got to choose to love your neighbor. In the Bible, it also says, love your enemies and those that despitefully use you. So is that a feeling? Are you feeling warm and fuzzy about your enemies and people that are despitefully using you? People that's talking about you behind your back and backstabbing you? Are you feeling warm and fuzzy about them? No, you're not. So it's a choice. Love is a choice. And once we get a realization that to love somebody is a choice, I choose to love you. It's not predicated on if you love me back. Even think about Jesus, right? Think about God, Jesus. He loved us while we were yet in our sin. So we were not doing goody stuff. We wasn't even a friend to him. You know, he was still loving us. The Bible said, for God so loved the world. That's everybody, not the good people, not the Christians, not the people that's doing right. He chose to love everybody. So then we as leaders, we have to choose to love everybody. We have to be able to separate our emotions from the choice to love. Am I making sense? Are y'all understanding what I'm saying here today? So when we think about love, we want to think about the choices that we make. I choose to love. Sometimes your kids are acting up, but you still choose to love them. Sometimes your spouse is getting on your last nerve, but you choose to love them. So we want to feel that way in leadership. The people that we are leading, we want to choose to love them. And then we want to understand how they operate. So if we understand how they operate in our choice to love them, we can get more productivity from them. So in understanding that love is not a feeling, love is a choice. And as we love the people that we work with, love the people that we serve with, love the people that we are serving, then we will have better results. Why? Because we're not getting tied into our emotions. It's not about emotion. One thing that I used to say all the time, when I owned my own salon and spa back in the day, I would always tell the ladies, it's about promotion and demotion. Never, ever, ever emotion. It's not how I feel because I love all of you. It's not how I feel because I like all of you. It's not how I feel because I want everybody to succeed and be productive. But it's not about the emotion. It's about promotion and demotion. Did you reach the numbers? Did you get the clients? Did you finish the task? That's the promotion and the demotion. So when we're thinking about love, love is not a feeling. Love is a choice. So I hope you guys learned something today. A quick overview. We talked about love. We said love, when you are loving someone, you want to show them your full attention. And loving is not a physical, a phileo. It's a brotherly, a phileo kind of love. God loved us with an agape love. And then we can love our spouses with an erotic love. So there's all different kinds of love. But the bottom line is it's a choice. So we choose to love. And if you choose to love, love is what love does. So love is an action. So week number 26, Running Things, the resilient spirit of an entrepreneur. Get the daily devotion every week at 2:00. I am going to come on and do a live and talk about that week's devotion. So today, week 26, love. Hopefully you guys learned something about love. Is more in the book. I always try to say something a little different than what you're reading in the book. But I just want to encourage you to love one another because we all need love. And it's a choice. It's not about how you feel. It's a choice. So I choose to love you. So I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I am Teresa S. McCurry, the CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Inspire Me Incorporated. And I'm also the Senior Pastor of New Beginnings Ministries. And I just want to tell you all, be blessed, but most of all, be Be inspired. Have a great day. Oh, come to the CNE tonight. CNE at the dealership. We're going to have a phenomenal speaker. The guy Edwins, he has a phenomenal story about leadership and entrepreneur. So if you're available, 6:30 tonight at the dealership on Lee Road. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you. Be blessed, but most of all, be inspired. Have a great day. Bye-bye.